When my grandson Stephen said he wanted to do a project finding information from me about past events in my family, I was only too pleased to help him. I'm always saying, and I have all through my life, that when you have older members of a family, if you let them die without talking to them, you never ever know anything at first hand about the family you come from, the historical events through which they lived. And it is of interest because all these things that happen through the centuries, they happen to ordinary people. And in history books, if you look, you will find that they only really mention history from the point of view of well-known people, kings, queens, that sort of thing, and prime ministers and archbishops. Well, life is lived at a different level in the ordinary homes of ordinary people. And one of the things I like talking to Stephen about, and indeed to anybody who'll listen to me, is how much pleasure I get from flowers and growing things. My favourite flowers are the very oldest ones, and they are ferns. They were around millions of years ago, and I have to say that they are still with us and I love them. I'm also fond of arum lilies. Stephen knows that because I gave the name Arum to his mother, the youngest of my 5 children. Also, there is another thing that I find very interesting. I can talk about my mother and my father and my granny and my great aunt and people like that. And all these things from the past, they are dredged up by me, and they make these days when I'm not so energetic as I once was, much more interesting. As I said, I'm nearly 92, and one of the things I really enjoy is walking out and seeing rough and tumbling and running about and being energetic among the young I meet, not always children, but sometimes teenagers and young 20s. And I think, oh, isn't it wonderful? I can see them doing the things I could once do. And it makes me feel that life isn't in vain when it goes on through our generations. I'm not sure that everybody would agree with me, but I think if they thought, they would realise, because we live in the world together, that's what human beings need, to get on with each other, to see each other's point of view, and if they don't see it, to say, well, please could you explain about that to me? Because it's only by ordinary everyday intercourse of the very ordinary sort that we get any idea of what there is on offer from the people we meet each day of our lives. Enough?